The Big Lebowski is a classic. If you haven't already watched this film, you should seriously think about your movie viewing choices. There are so many great lines and iconic scenes, and today on Mastershot, we'll be looking at what makes this film so timeless. After his apartment is trashed by men looking for another man of the same name, Jeffrey Lebowski, also known as the Dude, finds himself in a convoluted plot to pay off a ransom and retrieve the other Lebowski's trophy wife. Well, he intends to, but with the inclusion of his friend and fellow bowler Walter Sobchak, things don't go as according to plan as the Dude would have liked. The Big Lebowski is crazy. This film can be confusing to first-time viewers as there are so many different characters thrust into the ever-changing plotline that it becomes hard to remember what the film first started from. One moment the Dude is getting a new rug from a millionaire with the same name as him, the next he's watching Walter smash up some random kid's car. It's so unorganized, but it flows so well. The tone of this movie never gets too serious, and you can still enjoy the chaos without feeling stressed. The Dude just goes with the flow, and you don't ever feel as on edge as the directors could have made you. It's a funny film, and most of the humor comes from the characters themselves rather than funny jokes and gags, which I really appreciated. It's not hard to see why this film became such a cult classic. It's engaging, it has memorable characters, and it doesn't dumb down anything for you. But that doesn't mean this film is for everyone. This is where The Big Lebowski is a bit of a hit or miss. With such a non-linear story and no clear message to take away after you finish the film, it's one of those movies that leaves some people saying, "What was so great about that?" Which is totally valid. I've watched this film about 4 times already and still don't understand parts of it completely. I have heard people say that the more you watch this film, the funnier it gets, which is very true. It's a comforting film. The Dude just wants peace, and by the end of the movie he learns that trying to make sense of everything doesn't always work out. As the late film critic Roger Ebert put it, The Big Lebowski is about an attitude, not a story. Being so brilliant, it's no surprise to hear that the Coen brothers directed this film. They're known for their work on other good titles such as these, and judging how highly rated some of them are, it's obvious they know their stuff. When writing the screenplay, the Coen brothers had Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and Sam Elliott in mind, who all ended up playing a big role in the storyline. The whole cast in general features a lot of big names, and they all form their own unique characters. The Dude says the word man over 140 times in this film, and the word dude is spoken 161 times.
This aggression will not stand, man.
The fact that you barely notice how many times these words are repeated so much in the film is a testament to how well written the script is. My favourite of the lot is Walter. He's such a crazy character, and he always spouts off some rubbish about Vietnam when the situation has nothing to do with it.
Smokey, this is not Nam, this is bowling, there are rules.
Hey.
There were no moments in the film where I was taken out of the experience due to an awkward line or bad acting, and everyone stayed true to the director's visions. For a film as messy as The Big Lebowski, the Coen brothers did a really good job at keeping everything organised and easy to follow. Upon its release in 1998, The Big Lebowski wasn't recognised for its greatness like it has been today. I think that the reason people look upon it so favourably now is that the lessons taken away from this modest film take a while to truly sink in. It's a movie that transcends a specific time period and leaves us with things that can be applied to our own lives no matter the year. Both the cinematography and production are so timeless that it doesn't matter if this movie was set in 1998 or 2008. It's a humble movie that, with enough rewatches, anyone can fall in love with. Did it make for an amazing watch on my first viewing? No. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't say it's one of the best films I've ever seen. Instead, I would say that the reason The Big Lebowski is such a classic is that when you put everything good about this film together, you realise how smooth and seamless it is to watch. This is why I'm giving this film a 4.5 stars out of 5. I don't expect this rating to be a permanent reflection of how I feel about The Big Lebowski. However, with all things considered, how could I not rate it so highly? Most great films leave you with something to ponder days or weeks after you finish watching, and The Big Lebowski is no exception. But, as usual, these are just my thoughts, and I know you'll have something to say about this movie too. So leave a comment and tell me what you think of The Big Lebowski. And I'll see you in the next one, man.
Dude.
No, what the fuck are you? I'm not. Dude.
His dudeness, duder, El Duderino. Dude. I'm a dude. Walter.
Dude.